Imagine walking through life with an unshakable calm, completely immune to the chaos around you. No words can trigger you, no actions can shake you, no situation can throw you off balance. You remain centered, steady, in full control of your emotions at all times. This isn't just an idea. This isn't some unattainable superpower reserved for the few. This is something you can develop, something you can master, something that will change the way you experience life forever. Emotional mastery is not about suppressing how you feel. It's about learning how to respond instead of reacting, about transforming emotions from something that controls you into something you control. The first step is understanding the power of detachment. Most people live at the mercy of their emotions, allowing every comment, every situation, every unexpected challenge to dictate how they feel. But real power comes from stepping back, from creating space between you and your emotions, from becoming the observer instead of the victim. When someone insults you, you don't have to react. When things don't go your way, you don't have to get frustrated. Instead, you can simply notice the emotion, acknowledge it, and let it pass like clouds drifting across the sky. In Buddhist teachings, emotional suffering comes from attachment, the tendency to take things personally, to hold on to events and words as if they define us. But the truth is, nothing outside of you can truly harm you unless you allow it to. When you detach from the need to react, when you stop identifying with every passing emotion, you become free. The next time something angers you, stop, breathe, close your eyes for a moment, and just observe. Where do you feel it? In your chest? In your stomach? Notice it without judgment, without attaching a story to it. Just let it be, and then let it go. The mind is a powerful tool, but left unchecked, it becomes your greatest enemy. Most people allow their thoughts to spiral, to trap them in endless cycles of frustration, anger, and stress. Why did they say that? What did they mean by that? These thoughts serve no purpose except to strengthen negative emotions. But the mind can be reprogrammed, it can be trained. Instead of asking disempowering questions, shift your perspective. What if this is a lesson for me? What if this challenge is exactly what I need to grow? The moment you ask these questions, you stop being a prisoner of your emotions and start using them as tools for self-mastery. Think about a time when someone criticized you. The old version of you may have reacted with anger, with defensiveness, with a need to prove them wrong. But what if, instead, you saw it as an opportunity? What if you looked at the situation with curiosity rather than resistance? What if this is a chance for me to practice patience? What if this is revealing something about myself that I need to work on? The moment you change your mindset, you change your response. And the moment you change your response, you change your life. At the core of all emotional mastery is one fundamental truth. You are the ruler of your own inner world. No one can make you feel anything unless you allow them to. No insult, no setback, no challenge has the power to disrupt your peace unless you give it permission. This is self-sovereignty, the understanding that your emotions belong to you and you alone. People will say things, people will act out, situations will arise that test your patience, your strength, your ability to remain calm. But in every moment, you have a choice. Will you allow external events to dictate your internal state, or will you take full control of how you feel? Every time you get triggered, every time you react impulsively, you are giving your power away. You are allowing the outside world to control you. But when you reclaim your emotional sovereignty, you decide how you feel. Someone tries to anger you, you stay calm. Someone criticizes you, you remain steady. Someone tries to pull you into their negativity, you refuse to engage. You do not need to participate in every emotional battle that presents itself. You do not need to lower yourself to match the energy of others. Instead, you rise. You remain grounded. You become the eye of the storm, the calm presence in the chaos. Anger is energy. Frustration is energy. But most people allow that energy to consume them instead of directing it into something powerful. Every emotion has potential. It can be destructive, or it can be fuel. Imagine taking the same energy that fuels anger and using it for something productive, channeling it into your work, into your training, into a creative pursuit. Instead of letting anger burn you out, you let it drive you forward. This is called energy transmutation, the art of transforming low-vibration emotions into high-vibration power. Think of the greatest warriors, the most disciplined minds, the most unstoppable individuals. They do not lack anger, frustration, or pain. They simply know how to use it. When they feel anger rise, they do not lash out. They focus. They do not let it control them. They harness it. They take that raw energy and redirect it into something meaningful. The next time you feel anger creeping in, ask yourself, how can I use this? Instead of reacting mindlessly, act with intention. Take that energy and pour it into something that serves you. The art of emotional alchemy is one of the most powerful skills you can master. Just as an alchemist transforms lead into gold, you can transform negativity into wisdom, frustration into clarity, anger into discipline. Every negative emotion carries a hidden lesson. Instead of resisting it, embrace it, learn from it, use it. Anger can teach you about your boundaries. Frustration can show you where you need growth. Sadness can deepen your understanding of yourself. The key is not to suppress these emotions, but to engage with them in a way that strengthens you rather than weakens you. The greatest mistake people make is believing that negative emotions must be eliminated. But true mastery is not about never feeling anger or sadness. It is about knowing how to integrate them, how to use them as fuel rather than chains. The next time frustration arises, pause. Instead of reacting blindly, ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? Is it showing you a limitation that needs to be broken, a lesson that needs to be learned, a boundary that needs to be set? When you begin to view emotions in this way, they lose their power over you. They no longer control you. You control them. One of the greatest tools of emotional mastery is silence. In a world that demands instant reactions, silence is power. When someone insults you, you do not need to respond. When a situation tempts you to react emotionally, you do not need to engage. Silence creates space. Space gives you time to choose your response instead of reacting impulsively. And when you choose your response, you remain in control. Not every battle is worth fighting. Not every insult requires a defense. The ability to remain silent in the face of provocation is one of the greatest demonstrations of strength. Because silence is not weakness, it is mastery. It is the ability to stay calm when the world expects you to react. It is the ability to stand firm when others want to shake you. The next time someone tries to pull you into their negativity, remain silent. Let them speak, let them act, let them burn their energy while you conserve yours. The road to emotional mastery is not easy, but it is worth it. It requires discipline. It requires self-awareness. It requires a commitment to never letting anything outside of you dictate how you feel inside. But once you develop this power, once you reach this level of control, nothing will ever shake you again. You will move through life with confidence, with clarity, with a presence that others cannot ignore. You will no longer be at the mercy of external events. Instead, you will command your emotions, you will direct your energy, and you will live with the kind of inner peace that most people will never know. True power is not about controlling others. It is about controlling yourself. It is about walking into any situation, any conflict, any challenge, and knowing that no matter what happens, you will remain steady. The weak react. The strong respond. The weak let their emotions dictate their actions. The strong use their emotions as tools, as weapons, as fuel for their own evolution. Mastery begins when you stop letting the outside world determine how you feel on the inside. When you stop giving your power away to every situation, every insult, every moment of discomfort. The moment you realize that nothing can shake you unless you allow it to, you become untouchable. Most people believe their emotions are automatic, uncontrollable reactions to the world around them. But that is an illusion. The truth is, every emotion is a choice. The way you respond, the way you react, the way you carry yourself in the face of adversity, it is all under your control. But control does not come naturally. It must be built. It must be developed. It must be trained through discipline, through self-awareness, through relentless commitment to being better every single day. Imagine someone trying to provoke you, someone testing your patience, pushing your buttons, trying to get a reaction out of you. The average person takes the bait. They argue, they engage, they allow themselves to be pulled into an emotional battlefield that serves no purpose. But you are different. You stand firm, you stay calm. You see the situation for what it really is, a test, and you pass that test by refusing to react, by choosing silence over impulsiveness, by choosing power over weakness. There is strength in restraint, the ability to walk away when others would fight, the ability to stay silent when others would scream, the ability to smile when others would break. It is not about avoiding conflict. It is about choosing your battles. Not every fight is worth your energy. Not every challenge requires your attention. When you learn to master your emotions, you learn to master the art of energy conservation. You do not waste your time on distractions. You do not allow the actions of weak-minded people to drain you. You remain untouchable. But this level of self-control does not happen overnight. It must be trained, sharpened, reinforced through constant practice. And the best way to train it is to seek discomfort. To deliberately put yourself in situations that test your patience, your discipline, your ability to stay calm under pressure. The more you expose yourself to challenge, the stronger you become. This is why warriors train in the cold, in the heat, in the most unforgiving conditions, because they understand that discomfort is the path to mastery. If you only practice calmness in times of peace, you will crumble when chaos arrives. You must build resilience before you need it. You must strengthen your emotional foundation before the storm hits. Start small. The next time someone insults you, do not respond. The next time you feel anger rise within you, take a deep breath and let it pass. The next time you feel frustration building, ask yourself, is this worth my energy? If it is not, release it. Let it go. Do not carry unnecessary weight. Do not hold on to negativity that serves no purpose. Many people believe that suppressing emotions is the same as controlling them. It is not. Suppression is weakness. It is avoidance. It is burying something instead of dealing with it. True mastery is not about pretending emotions do not exist. It is about acknowledging them, understanding them, and choosing how to respond. Anger is not the enemy. Fear is not the enemy. These emotions are natural, but the key is to never let them control you. Think of the greatest leaders, the most disciplined warriors, the most unshakable minds in history. They were not free of emotion. They had mastered it. When anger arose, they used it as motivation. When fear crept in, they used it as fuel. When pain struck, they embraced it as a lesson. They did not run from discomfort. They walked straight into it, knowing that growth only happens on the other side. The body and mind are deeply connected. If you want to strengthen your emotional control, you must strengthen your physical control. Your body is a reflection of your discipline, your energy, your self-respect. If you cannot control what you eat, how you train, how you treat your physical vessel, how can you expect to control your thoughts, your emotions, your actions? Strengthen the body, and the mind will follow. Train in discomfort, cold showers, early mornings, physical exertion when your body wants to rest. Each of these things teaches you something invaluable, that your mind does not control you. You control it. That you are stronger than your urges, stronger than your impulses, stronger than any excuse you have ever told yourself. And once you prove that to yourself in the physical realm, it will translate into every area of your life. The ability to remain calm in the face of adversity is one of the most valuable skills you will ever develop. It will set you apart. It will make you a force that cannot be moved. People will notice. They will see that nothing rattles you, that nothing shakes you, that you are different, and they will wonder how. They will wonder what gives you such control, such confidence, such presence. And the answer is simple: discipline, a refusal to react, a commitment to mastering the one thing that most people never will, their own emotions. You are not here to be like everyone else. You are not here to be a slave to your impulses, to be at the mercy of every challenge life throws at you. You are here to rise above it, to operate on a different level, to see the world as it is, without illusion, without emotional distortion, without weakness. The greatest battles you will ever fight are not against others. They are against yourself, against your doubts, your fears, your habits, your need for comfort. But once you win those battles, once you master your own mind, your own emotions, your own energy, there is nothing and no one that can stop you. You will no longer be pulled into meaningless conflicts. You will no longer be controlled by fear. You will no longer waste energy on things that do not serve your highest self. You will move through life with clarity, with certainty, with a presence that demands respect. This is not just an idea. This is a choice, a decision. And it is one that you must make every single day. Because emotional mastery is not something you achieve once. It is something you reinforce, something you practice, something you live. And the more you live it, the more unstoppable you become. The ability to remain unfazed in the face of adversity is not a gift. It is a skill that must be sharpened, tested, and refined through relentless self-discipline. The weak are slaves to their emotions. They react impulsively. They allow their anger, their frustration, their fear to dictate their actions. But those who rise above, they are in control. They do not move unless they choose to. They do not speak unless it is with intention. They are not puppets to the chaos of the world. They are the ones who command it. True power is not about overpowering others. It is about being completely unshakable within yourself. When someone disrespects you, you do not flinch. When situations turn against you, you do not panic. When others seek to provoke you, you remain still. Not because you are weak, but because you are stronger than anything they can throw at you. A person who has mastered their emotions cannot be manipulated, cannot be controlled, cannot be swayed by the temporary storms of life. They do not react, they choose. This is what separates the strong from the weak. The weak allow themselves to be ruled by fleeting emotions. They allow a single insult, a single obstacle, a single failure to dictate their entire mindset. But the strong? They see everything for what it truly is, temporary. Emotions are fleeting. Situations come and go. Nothing is permanent, and therefore nothing is worth losing control over. When someone insults you, they are revealing more about themselves than they are about you. When someone lashes out in anger, they are exposing their own lack of self-mastery. The old version of you may have engaged, may have argued, may have fought to prove a point, but the stronger version of you sees beyond the illusion. You do not need to defend yourself against words that hold no weight. You do not need to lower yourself to the level of those who have not yet mastered their own emotions. The moment you realize that you control how you feel, how you respond, how you engage with the world, that is the moment you step into real power. But this power is not developed in times of peace. It is developed in struggle. It is developed when life tests you, when you are tempted to react, when you are pushed to your limits. Every time you hold back when you once would have lashed out, every time you choose calm over chaos, every time you remain steady in a moment of pressure, you become stronger. And the stronger you become, the less the world can shake you. The less external events have power over you. The less you care about the meaningless battles that others waste their energy on. You begin to move differently. You walk with certainty. You speak with intention. You operate on a different level, one that most will never reach because they are too distracted by the noise of their own emotions. Detachment is not about apathy. It is not about feeling nothing. It is about choosing which emotions deserve your energy. Most people feel everything too deeply, react too quickly, give away their energy too freely. But the ones who have mastered themselves, they conserve their energy. They do not waste it on anger, on petty conflicts, on things that do not serve them. They channel it into what truly matters: growth, strength, self-discipline, purpose. Ask yourself, how often do you allow small things to affect your mood? How many times have you wasted energy on arguments that led nowhere? How much time have you spent dwelling on things that you should have let go of immediately? Every second spent in unnecessary emotional turmoil is a second stolen from your future. The solution? Train yourself to pause. Before you react, take a breath. Before you engage, ask yourself if it is worth your time. Before you allow frustration to take hold, remind yourself that this moment will pass, that this situation is temporary, that this emotion does not define you. The more you practice this, the more it becomes second nature. And soon you will find that nothing, not insults, not setbacks, not failures, can shake you. This is why the most powerful people in history have been masters of self-control. The greatest leaders, the most respected warriors, the individuals who left a mark on this world, they did not allow themselves to be controlled by fleeting emotions. They remained calm when others panicked. They remained steady when others crumbled. They remained powerful, not because they never felt emotion, but because they refused to be ruled by it. Your ability to stay calm under pressure is what will set you apart. In a world where everyone is quick to anger, quick to react, quick to lose themselves in emotion, you will stand out as a force of composure, of discipline, of true power. Others will wonder how you do it, how you remain unshaken in the face of conflict, how you move through life with such clarity, such presence, such control. And the answer is simple: you do not waste energy. You do not engage in battles that do not serve you. You do not allow yourself to be pulled into emotional chaos. You operate from a place of detachment, of awareness, of absolute mastery over yourself. The next time someone tries to provoke you, watch them, observe, see how desperate they are to get a reaction from you, and then give them nothing. Do not let them have even a fraction of your energy, because the moment you stop reacting, the moment you stop giving them power, they lose. The world belongs to those who control themselves, to those who move with intention, to those who do not allow external forces to dictate their internal state. You are in control, no one else, not the people around you, not the situations that arise, not the circumstances that test you. You. And the sooner you take full ownership of that truth, the sooner you step into the kind of strength that cannot be broken. Emotional mastery is not about never feeling. It is about choosing. Choosing where your energy goes, choosing which battles are worth fighting, choosing when to engage and when to walk away. It is about knowing that you are the ruler of your own mind, your own heart, your own energy. And once you realize that, once you live by that, once you embody that, there is nothing in this world that can shake you. The strongest people in this world are not those who overpower others, but those who have mastered themselves. It is easy to react. It is easy to let emotions dictate your actions, to allow frustration, anger, or fear to control you. But true power comes from restraint, from knowing that no one, nothing, has the ability to shake you unless you allow it. That is the kind of strength that makes you untouchable. That is the kind of presence that commands respect without a single word being spoken. Most people live in a constant state of reaction. They allow the words of others to dictate how they feel. They allow situations to determine their mood. They give their energy away freely, never realizing that every time they do, they are losing control over their own mind. But the ones who rise, the ones who truly separate themselves from the masses, are the ones who refuse to be controlled by anything outside of themselves. They do not let temporary emotions dictate permanent actions. They do not waste time on things that do not serve them. Imagine moving through life with that level of clarity, that level of discipline. Imagine waking up every day knowing that no matter what happens, you will remain steady, that no words, no setbacks, no external force has the power to disrupt your inner state. That is freedom. That is control. That is the highest form of power. But this power is not something you stumble upon. It is something you cultivate. It is something you build through deliberate practice, through relentless self-discipline. And it starts with awareness. The next time you feel triggered, stop. Instead of reacting, observe. Instead of engaging, detach. Instead of feeding into the emotion, step back and analyze it. Why does this bother you? Why does this situation hold power over you? The moment you start asking these questions, you shift from being controlled by your emotions to controlling them. You begin to see patterns, weaknesses, areas that need to be strengthened. And once you identify those areas, you can fix them. Detachment is the key. Not detachment from life, but detachment from the unnecessary weight of emotions that do not serve you. The moment you stop taking everything personally, you free yourself. The moment you realize that most of what people say and do has nothing to do with you, you stop wasting energy on it. When someone insults you, it is a reflection of their own mind, not yours. When someone doubts you, it is a reflection of their own limitations, not yours. Nothing anyone says or does can define you unless you give it permission to. Emotional mastery is not about feeling nothing. It is about feeling everything and still remaining in control. It is about channeling your emotions instead of being consumed by them. Anger, frustration, pain, these are not your enemies. They are raw energy. And energy, when directed correctly, becomes power. Instead of letting anger burn you out, use it to fuel your discipline. Instead of letting frustration break you, use it to sharpen your focus. Instead of allowing pain to make you weak, use it to make you stronger. The greatest warriors in history did not lack emotion. They mastered it. They learned how to take what others saw as weakness and turn it into strength. They did not react out of impulse. They moved with precision, with purpose, with a level of control that set them apart from everyone else. And you have the same ability within you. The only question is, will you develop it? One of the most powerful exercises you can do is to deliberately expose yourself to discomfort. Train in the cold. Push yourself when you are tired. Seek out situations that test your patience, that force you to remain calm under pressure. Every time you put yourself in a situation where you would normally react, but instead you remain still, you are strengthening the foundation of your mind. Because the truth is, you will be tested. Life will throw challenges at you. People will try to bring you down. Situations will arise that push you to your limits. But the difference between those who succeed and those who fall is not in the challenges themselves. It is in how they respond. Most people break. They lash out. They complain. They fold under pressure. But the ones who win, they embrace the test. They see every challenge as an opportunity to sharpen themselves, to reinforce their strength, to prove once again that nothing can shake them. And when you live this way, people notice. They see that you do not flinch in the face of adversity. They see that you do not waste energy on trivial matters. They see that you do not let temporary setbacks disturb your inner peace. And they respect it, because deep down, everyone wishes they had that level of control. Everyone wishes they could move through life with that level of confidence, that level of certainty. But few will ever achieve it, not because they are incapable, but because they are unwilling to do what it takes. They are unwilling to discipline their mind, to train their emotions, to master themselves. They choose comfort over control. They choose reaction over restraint. And because of that, they remain ordinary. But you are not ordinary. You are here because you want more, because you refuse to be another person lost in emotional chaos, because you know there is a higher level of existence, a level where you move through life with absolute power over yourself, and you are willing to do what it takes to reach it. So starting now, make a decision that from this moment forward, you will no longer be ruled by impulse, that you will no longer waste energy on things that do not serve you, that you will operate from a place of discipline, of clarity, of strength. And every day, reinforce that decision, train it, test it, strengthen it, because the more you do, the more unshakable you become. The more disciplined you are, the less anything external can affect you. The stronger your mind, the more unstoppable you are. And one day, you will wake up and realize that you have become the kind of person who commands respect without saying a word. The kind of person who moves with absolute certainty. The kind of person who is truly, undeniably untouchable. That is the power of emotional mastery. That is the power of self-control. And that is the power you are building every single day. Most people are trapped by their own emotions, reacting to life instead of controlling their response to it. They are easily provoked, easily swayed, easily thrown off course by the smallest inconvenience. But the ones who rise above, the ones who move with purpose, with clarity, with an unshakable presence, those are the ones who refuse to be controlled by anything outside of themselves. They have mastered the art of stillness in the storm, of control in the chaos, of power in the face of adversity. The secret is not in avoiding emotions, but in mastering them. Weakness is being a slave to your impulses, lashing out when provoked, allowing anger to dictate your actions, letting fear paralyze you. Strength is the ability to feel those emotions fully and yet remain in control. To feel anger without letting it control you. To feel fear without letting it stop you. To feel frustration without letting it distract you. That is power. That is discipline. That is the mark of someone who is no longer at the mercy of the world, but who commands their own mind. Think about how much energy is wasted on meaningless reactions. Every time you argue over something insignificant, every time you let an insult stay in your mind longer than it deserves, every time you dwell on the actions of others, you are giving away your power. And for what? What do you gain by being controlled by the emotions others provoke in you? Nothing. But when you master your response, when you train yourself to remain steady, to be unmoved, you begin to see life differently. You no longer react. You choose. You no longer engage in every battle. You decide which ones are worth your energy. And that is what sets you apart. The key to all of this is awareness. Most people go through life unaware of their own reactions, unaware of how easily they are controlled. But the moment you become aware of your triggers, of the patterns that pull you into unnecessary conflict, you take the first step toward control. You start to see the moments where you would normally react emotionally, and you realize you have a choice. You do not have to respond. You do not have to engage. You do not have to let anything steal your peace. But awareness alone is not enough. You must train your restraint. You must deliberately expose yourself to situations that test your patience, your discipline, your ability to remain calm. You must seek discomfort, not run from it. Because discomfort is the only thing that sharpens you, that forces you to grow beyond who you were yesterday. The next time someone tries to provoke you, remain silent. Let them talk. Let them waste their energy. Watch them as an observer, detached from the need to respond. See how powerless they become when you refuse to engage. The moment you stop reacting, you take their control away. They expect you to lash out, to fight back, to meet them at their level. But when you don't, when you remain calm, when you carry yourself with unshakable composure, they lose. The ability to walk away from unnecessary conflict is a skill most will never develop, not because they are incapable, but because their ego is too fragile. They feel the need to prove themselves, to defend their pride, to show that they are not weak. But the strongest people understand that true power is not in proving anything to anyone. It is in knowing who you are so completely that nothing anyone says or does can shake you. This level of self-control does not come easily. It requires effort. It requires discipline. It requires testing yourself, challenging yourself, putting yourself in situations where you are tempted to react, and then choosing not to. Every time you override the impulse to engage in meaningless conflict, you grow stronger. Every time you choose silence over reaction, you gain more control over yourself. Every time you refuse to be pulled into negativity, you reinforce your power, and over time, it becomes second nature. You stop feeling the need to defend yourself. You stop allowing small things to affect you. You stop engaging with anything that does not serve you. You begin to move with a sense of inner calm that others can feel, and that is what makes you different. That is what makes you powerful. Because in a world where everyone is quick to react, quick to argue, quick to get offended, the one who remains calm stands out. The one who does not get emotionally involved in every little thing is the one who commands respect. The one who is in control of themselves is the one who ultimately controls every situation. This is why the greatest warriors, the most disciplined leaders, the most unbreakable minds in history were always the ones who spoke the least, who reacted the least, who wasted the least amount of energy on things that did not matter. They did not let their emotions rule them. They ruled their emotions. And because of that, they stood above the rest. You must decide which path you will take. Will you be like the majority, easily triggered, easily distracted, easily swayed by the words and actions of others? Or will you rise above, training yourself to be the master of your emotions, the master of your own mind? The choice is yours, but understand this: only one of those paths leads to real power. Only one of those paths leads to a life where you are in control, where you are steady, where you are unshakable. This is not about being passive. This is not about letting people walk over you. It is about being strategic. about knowing that not every battle is worth fighting, about understanding that true strength is found in the ability to control yourself, no matter what is happening around you. The weak seek validation. The weak seek approval. The weak seek to prove something to others. The strong seek only to master themselves. They do not need to prove anything to anyone. Their presence speaks for itself, and that is what you are building. That is what you are becoming. A presence so powerful, so steady, so in control that nothing can shake you, that no insult can provoke you, that no situation can break you. A presence that does not react to the world, but instead moves through it with absolute confidence and purpose. Most people will never understand this level of control. They will never reach it because they are not willing to put in the work. But you are different. You are willing to train your mind, to discipline your emotions, to separate yourself from the chaos that controls everyone else. You are willing to put in the effort to become untouchable. So starting now, take full responsibility for your emotions. Stop blaming others for how you feel. Stop giving away your power to situations that do not deserve it. Stop reacting impulsively and start choosing your response. Start moving through life with the understanding that nothing outside of you can disturb you unless you allow it to. And when you do, when you fully embody this truth, you will realize something. You will realize that the world no longer has control over you, that no one else determines how you feel, that you are free. Because real freedom is not found in external circumstances. It is found in the ability to control yourself in any situation. And once you achieve that, nothing in this world can hold power over you again. True control is not about dominating others. It is about mastering yourself. It is about walking through fire and remaining unburned, standing in the midst of chaos and staying unmoved. The world will test you. It will push you. It will throw distractions, negativity, and conflict in your path to see if you will break. But the moment you realize that you are the one who decides how you feel, how you react, how you carry yourself, that is the moment you become untouchable. Most people have never tasted real self-mastery. They are controlled by their impulses, swayed by the opinions of others, ruled by their fleeting emotions. They wake up feeling one way, and their entire day is dictated by that emotion. If something goes wrong, they crumble. If someone disrespects them, they react. If life does not go according to plan, they allow frustration to consume them. They are at the mercy of forces outside of themselves. But you will not live like that, because power is found in restraint. The ability to control your emotions is the ability to control your destiny. The strongest warriors in history, the greatest leaders, the most respected minds, they all had one thing in common. They did not let emotions dictate their actions. They moved with precision, not impulse. They spoke with purpose, not reaction. They carried themselves with an energy that commanded respect, not because they demanded it, but because they had mastered themselves. Every day you are faced with two choices: react or respond. The weak react. They let situations dictate their behavior. They allow their emotions to control them. But the strong respond. They take a breath. They pause. They assess. They choose their actions carefully, knowing that every decision, every word, every movement shapes their future. Imagine the level of power you will have when nothing phases you, when you no longer waste energy on pointless conflicts, when you no longer let small things affect your state of mind, when you can walk into any room, face any situation, and remain completely in control. That is the kind of presence that turns heads. That is the kind of discipline that separates the elite from the average. But this level of control does not happen overnight. It must be trained, strengthened, reinforced daily. You must expose yourself to discomfort. You must put yourself in situations where you would normally react and force yourself to remain still. Every time you resist the urge to lash out, to defend yourself, to prove something, you are building unshakable control. The next time someone disrespects you, do not respond. Watch them. Let them waste their energy while you conserve yours. Let them reveal their lack of control while you demonstrate yours. The moment you stop reacting, you win. Because those who try to provoke you expect a reaction. They want your energy, and when you give them nothing, they lose their power. Your energy is your greatest weapon. It is the one thing that cannot be taken from you unless you allow it. But most people give it away carelessly. They allow social media, distractions, negative people, and meaningless drama to drain them. They react to everything, engaging in pointless battles that serve no purpose, and at the end of the day, they wonder why they feel exhausted, depleted, frustrated. You must guard your energy with everything you have. Protect it like your life depends on it, because in many ways, it does. Where your energy goes, your life follows. If you waste it on things that do not serve you, you will never rise. But if you channel it into growth, into discipline, into mastery, you will become unstoppable. This is why the strongest minds are the ones who say the least. They do not waste words proving themselves. They do not argue over things that do not matter. They do not seek validation, approval, or attention. They move with certainty, knowing that true power is silent. True confidence does not need to be spoken, it is felt. Your presence alone should command respect. Not because you demand it, but because you have built yourself into someone who naturally receives it. And that comes from control. Control over your words, your actions, your reactions. The ability to remain calm when others panic. The ability to stay focused when others are distracted. The ability to stand firm when others are weak. You will be tested. Life will try to pull you back into your old habits. People will try to provoke you. Your mind will try to convince you to react, to engage, to lose control. But you must remember, every reaction is a choice. Every outburst is a loss of power. Every time you allow something to shake you, you are giving away control.